In this video, we're going to go over the answer for the project of the ID checker. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new variable called year. Then we're going to use a parse int function to turn the user response that's going to be a string and turn that into an integer. Then we're going to use the prompt function to actually ask the user what year were you born. Then we're going to create a variable called age, and we're going to set it equal to 2020 minus the year that the user was born. We're not going to worry about months and days here, just to make it a little simpler. Then we're going to say if the user's age is greater than or equal to 21, we're going to let them drink. If not, they're not allowed to drink. So the first thing we're going to do here is have an if else statement, if then else statement. So we're going to have an if, and then we're going to have open parentheses, the statement that's going to be true or false, which is whether or not the age is greater than or equal to 21, and then close parentheses, then an open curly bracket, and then on the next line, you can go to the next line by pressing shift and return if you're on a Mac, or shift and enter if you're on a PC, and then press tab so that the alert looks as if it's indented a little bit, or so that it is indented a little bit. And this will just make it a little cleaner for your code. And then you're going to have the close curly brackets after the if statement, and the alert you can drink. And then you're going to have an else. So if the user is not 21 or older, then another open curly bracket, and then an alert function telling the user that they cannot drink. And don't forget the curly bracket, the closed curly bracket at the end here. So we're going to run this, and it looks like we got a syntax error because we're missing a parentheses. So just going to scan through. It looks like that's on line 1. You can see that in the syntax error all the way on the right, that little 1 is indicating the line of where the error was. So the parentheses, it looks like it was on the end. So what we're going to do is we just clear out by pressing that little stop sign, and then press the up arrow to retype in whatever we just entered. And it looks like the prompt was misspelled as well. So go ahead and fix that, add a parentheses, run the code. Looks like it now works. So we're just going to test this out and put in the year 1990. You can drink, that works. Press the up arrow again and try to rerun the code. Let's just test to make sure it works on the other side. So if they're in 2001, that means they're only 19, which means they can't drink. So it looks like our code works.